Hi guys, I welcome you back to my channel. On today's video, I want to show you how to make this beautiful pant trouser. Okay, just a very simple one and a top for a girl child. It's a DIY actually, so just stay to the end as I take you through the process. So here I have it first folded into two and again folded again. So I have it folded into four, and what I have here is a length of 31. So the length of this child's trouser is actually 29. So but I have here 31 inches. So I'm going to be using 1 inch for elastic casing, because I'll be fixing an elastic casing at the upper part. Then I'll be using 1 inch for the folding at the lower part. So I'll just go ahead and mark out my 1 inch. So I have this marked out this way. So here is the 1 inch, which will be folded this way if I'm creating my casing, and folded a little bit in to create my casing. Okay, then the same thing for the lower part. I'll also mark out the 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and create that line. So for the hip line, I'm going to come here at this part. Remember, this is the line for the waistline. So I'll come here and place 7 inches I'll be using for the hip length. Then I'll also mark out 10 inches. So like I said, it's for a child and I really want it to be free, okay, on her. So I'm going to be putting in some extra allowances there. So I'll just come here and create, this is the hip line and this is the crotch length. So on this hip line, I'm going to fix in the hip measurement, which is 26. If I divide it by 4, I have 6.5. So I'm going to put 6.5 here. Then I'll also add an extra 2 inches of allowance. Then I'll come to this crotch length. I'll just reciprocate what I have here on the hip line, which is 6.5. Then I'll also add the 2 inches of allowance. So and I'll add an extra um 1.5 inch here. So like I said, I want it to really be free and baggy, so for easy movement, okay, because of having a child. So that's why I'm putting as much as 1.5. Ordinarily 1 inches or even 3/4 should have been enough. So at this 1.5 inch, I'll just take it to my hip line to give me my crotch. I'm just going to take what I have here on the hip, because this waist is going to carry elastic, okay? Yeah. So I'll just take what I have here on the hip and take it straight down to the waistline. Okay, so ordinarily the waist measurement, which is 22 divided by 4, should have given me 5.5. So it should have been here plus the extra 2 inches of allowance. So you can see I just have a little bit of space here. Of course, because of the elastic, is going to cover it up. So I hope you understand that. So just a quick recap. This is the from here, this is the elastic casing, the line. So from here to here is the hip line, and of course the crotch length. On this hip line, I fixed in the hip measure and added extra 2 inches of allowance. Then on this crotch line, I also put in what I have for the hip and just extended it to 1.5 inches extra, okay? Then so I'll just come down here and also fix in what I have for my hip, which is 6.5, right? Then I'll add my extra 2 inches of allowance. Okay, so this is what I have here for my hip measurement. So I'll just go down by 1 inch. I'm coming inwards back by 1 inch again, just to give it a shape. So I'll just take it from the crotch line here all the way to the length. It's as easy as that. Okay, so all is left now is just cut this all out. Remember, I'm not cutting out through this side. Okay, there's no need for that. So I'll just go ahead. So remember, I said here is for the elastic casing. So I'm going to notch this. I'm notching it here for the elastic casing. Then at this lower part as well, I'm also going to notch it where I'll be having my fold. Okay. So now that I'm done with this, I'll just move over to the top. So for the top, what I have here is a length of 14 inches. So I'm going to be cutting this in form of an off shoulder. So I'm taking off 3 inches because I'll be adding a strip to it. So I'll place my tape at the 3 inches mark. You have it here. Then at this 3 inches mark, I'll mark my chest line. I'll mark it at 6 inches, representing my chest line. Then the half length, I'll mark it at 17 inches. So I'll go ahead and form a straight line. Okay, so I'll come here. The shoulder distance, I'm going to use 3 inches as well. So I'll place it here. Remember, here is on fold, so I'm marking out 3 inches here at this point. So I'll just come to this chest line here and put in the bust measurement, which is 22. If I divide it by 4, I have 5.5. So what I have is 5.5, then plus extra 2 inches of allowance. So I'm using the entire fabric here. So I'll just take, remember here it was 3 inches. So I'll just take it from here and connect it to the bust measurement. You can see this. Is that simple. So remember, we have it as 3 inches mark. So I'll just go down by 1 inch to give me a neckline. So I'll take it from here again, and this is it. Okay, then I'll also come to the waistline and put in the waist measurement, which is also 22. That's 5.5 plus extra 2 inches of allowance as well. So I'll just take it straight down. Okay, yeah, so that's it, guys. So what I'm going to do now is to cut this out, but before that, I'm going to be fixing. Remember, I said I'll be fixing in a tiny strip. Okay, so remember what I did was 3 inches. We took away 3 inches, so that means my strip is going to be 3 inches for the front, 3 inches for the back, which is going to make it a long strip of 6 inches, right? Okay, but because I'm also going to attach it to this piece, both the front and back, I'll put an extra 1 inches of allowance, which will make it 7 inches of allowance. So here that I have this created, I want to fix in my strip in between here. So I need to create a space for my fixing in the strip. So I'll just come in between here and move, say, about half of an inch. I'll just move half of an inch. Can you see this? I just hope you can see this chop. So this was the initial line created. Then I need to move inwards, say like half of an inch, to help me accommodate the strip I'm going to be putting here. So I'll just take it now straight back. Okay, so I have created a space where I'll be fixing in my strip here. I hope you understand that. So what is left now is just to cut this out. So here it is. So when I spread it open, so this is how it looks. You can see the space where I'll be fixing my strip. So all I'll do is when I take this strip now, I fold it this way and fold it again. I have it this way. So I'll be able to attach it here. One piece, one end will be for the front and the other end to the other side. So I will have it this way. It will create the hand. I hope you can see this. It's as easy as that. And also you can see that I also created an extra room for the space so that it can be free actually. Okay, so that's why I added an extra allowance. And also for the lower parts, now because of the fabric is not so much, and I didn't create room for the hip allowance. Remember, I just used the bust and the waist. So when it comes to the lower part, when I'm sewing it, I'm going to stop, say, like 4 inches. Okay, 4 inches towards the end, so that it can, enable to have a slit. To just have a slit, I'll just have it 4 inches, before the end of it. I hope you understand that. Okay, so that it can create a slit. Okay, since I don't have enough space to have given me, help me put my hip measurement. I hope you understand that. So that's it. It's as easy as that. All I need to do is just to go use a tape, bias tape, to finish up the neckline, the armhole. Then I'll attach my strip to both ends. Okay, you can see it. This is how it will look, both end like this. And of course, fold a little bit on the lower part. I'll just hem the lower part inside and this top will be ready. It's as easy as that. Then for the pant, it's also straightforward. So this is how it looks. So all I'll do now is to take each piece and match it to every crotch length. So this is one crotch to the other. So I'm going to take this way and match it up like this. So I'll demonstrate this using a pin. So from one crotch end, we sew about half of an inch. Then on the other piece as well, we take another crotch length to the other. Don't forget the right sides are facing each other. So when I'm done attaching it, so this is how it looks. You can see this. It's looking more like it. So once I'm done with this, so the next thing now will be what? To sew up the lower parts. I'm just going to sew it up from here straight down, and also the same thing. Then at the lower part, remember we left 1 inch for folding allowance. You can easily fold it. I like to fold it in first so that it will be easy. Fold it in first before sewing up the side. The other side, you repeat the same thing. Fold in the hem line before sewing up to the other side, and that's it. So what is left now will be to create what? The elastic casing. So after that, I will just fold in 1 inch. Remember, it's what we left for the casing. Just fold in 1 inch round and fix in the elastic casing. I'm making use of this 1/2 inch of elastic, and that is it. And it's as easy as that, guys. So that brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so as well. I'll really appreciate that. Thank you again. Till I see you on the next video. Have a beautiful day.